Hello and welcome to my Torchlight guide for the Mage class. This is a pretty much a prismatic bolt guide. First I will go over some basic stats. Now my damage is pretty high, it's above 4000. I have 57% crit and quite a bit of much dodge as well. Now you want a lot of crit and damage, but the rest is not really that important. I dumped most of my stats into focus. Now we'll go over the skills. First up, Inferno Skills. I maxed Immolation Aura. It's very good for survival. That's pretty much the only thing why we take this one. Then I maxed Charge Mastery to get charge and retain it longer. Elemental Attunement just to poison the mobs around me and extend the duration. And then Firebrand for extra damage. Then I took 1 point into Frost Pace just to kinda have it. It's pretty decent utility skill. Same with Ice Prison, also another good 1 point wonder skill. Elemental Boom, good cooldown to have, pretty much a must have. 1 skill into Frozen Fate, also a good utility skill. And then nearly maxed Ice Brand for more damage. Prismatic Bolt I maxed, I can easily maintain it. Even if it's maxed, it does cost quite a bit of mana to cast, but it's okay. Then Death's Bounty. This one is a very good skill, you have to have it. Kinda makes you, I wouldn't say immortal, but around that. And then Lightning Brand, just for more damage as well. And that's pretty much the skills. Now for the gear, I went with an. Now this gear is pretty much end game as well. You can maybe not. I don't think you get much better gear than this. You can always comment if you think so. I went with an Earth Dice. The Earth Dice Screaming. Great name. I chose this one to get some basic damage reduction. And I sucked it with some bonus to critical damage. Rembrandt Skulls. And then I have the Ascendant Boots from the set. And I suckered those with some movement speed. Then I have the Ascendant Pants. I've suckered those with damage reduction jumps. Then I have an Ascendant Armor. I suckered those with health jewels. An Ascendant Helmet with more damage reduction jewels. And Ascendant Necklace with health jewels. 2 Ascendant Rings with health jewels in them. Transcendent Mantle with health jewels. And the belt with health jewels. And also the Ascendant Gloves with damage reduction jewels. And the shield, the Untold Story. Now I chose this one to get even more damage reduction, 5%, and chance to block is also decent, 10% health. It has some pretty good modifiers, and then I started it with damage reduction jewels. And that's pretty much the gear. Now I'll just quickly go over what are they called spells I'm using. I use Treasure Hunter just to get more magic find gold. I use Barter just to be able to sell things. It's pretty good for overall grinding and also for gambling. Then I use Arcane Tools. And this one is very good combined with the Elemental Boom for more burst damage. And now we'll quickly showcase a map. Let's just take a basic one. Let's take this one. Oh, I bought the ha. There you go. Okay. Now you have to keep up immolation hour at all times if you can. I chose to have my teleport spell, my ice blink on the right button. And then you pretty much just spam your Death's Bounty and Prismatic Bolt, and things just kind of drop. Not much to kind of think about. It's all pretty much relaxing. And with all the damage reduction, I don't really take much damage. I have a pretty good amount of health as well, 23,000 health. As you can see, my charge is pretty much instantly up all the time as well. I barely even think about when it's down. Plenty of chests in this run. Slam, they just die. Now the good thing about Prismatic Bolt is also it's a seeking spell. You don't have to aim. The bolts will go to the mobs, so it's just hold down Prismatic Bolt and enjoy the ride. As you can see, they will go from the back as well, hit mobs that way, even if I'm pointing towards the front of me. Pretty big pull there. And things just dies again. Pretty easy. Oh, this mob is kinda stuck. It won't really be hit. There you go. And going down. big elite pack here. They just die instantly pretty much as well. Now another way to play this build is also kind of just teleporting around while you hold down the input bolt. This is also kind of a fun way to do it. This way is pretty annoying in the sense that you always just have to tail all around instead of walking, but it can be faster. And this way you also pretty much avoid all damage taken because you're just kind of always on the move while the bolts will seek out the mobs. This is a technique I used a lot when I was lesser geared before I had all the gear grinded. Let's see if we can't get to the bus soon. Just gonna skip a bit ahead now. This is a pretty big map. Okay, time for the bus. Let's use some cooldowns. As you can see, even the bosses on NG5 dies very quickly. And I got one drop. Decent enough shoulders, I suppose. Anyways, that's pretty much the build. I hope you liked it, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.